Welcome back to my shop, guys. Thanks for stopping by. This is Chuck, and as you know, the channel's Outside Screwball. And tonight, let's see, this is Saturday evening, and thought I'd start getting ready for Tuesday's TiTs today. And I got it's tough tits around this place. Is probably the way to put it. I'm on the mend from being sick. My wife's on the mend. My son's on the mend. He's home from the hospital. Feel a lot better today. Really haven't done much work this week, and I got to be honest. I've really been frustrated with making a decision, and we'll talk about that in a second. So tonight's video, or today's video, Tuesday's TiTs video, I can't call it a meatloaf. That's Tom's coining, and there's all sorts of other words. I guess we'll call it Parmesan, because I'm going to show you a little chicken Parmesan cooking, and we'll move on with a variety of subjects tonight. I hope to do a little machining for you. It's only Saturday evening, so I hope to get that to you. And we'll move on. I've just been in a real funk from being sick, and we'll discuss the other funk that's got me into it. The only good news is maybe see in the background here, I got another sticker for the toolbox. The A-Bomb 79 came in. And thank you, Adam. I really appreciate it. And actually, you know, my last name is Bomberito, and B-O-M. I was almost going to cut out the 79 and get rid of the A and make it a bomb, but I won't do that. Anyway, let's move on, and let's look at a little chicken Parmesan. Okay, going to show you a little cooking on this video. So we got chicken breasts here that have been, what's the proper term? Pounded. Chicken breasts that have been pounded. And you come over and you got a plate of flour. And you coat them with some flour. Shake the excess off. Get them in some egg. And then get them in some seasoned breadcrumbs. These are breadcrumbs with some olive oil, garlic, and some oregano. Coat them with breadcrumbs, and you take them over, put them in the pan, dip them in olive oil on each side, and we'll bring you back. It's chicken Parmesan. Okay, all the chicken breast cutlets are in the baking dish, and they go in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes at 400 degrees for the first step of cooking. At that point, you pull them out, turn them over, and put them in for another about 8 minutes, and then we'll continue on from there. While the chicken is cooking, you need to cut up some mozzarella. So you cut the mozzarella up into chunks like this, and then you're going to want some Reggiano Parmigiano cheese. We're going to need that, and then you need a marinara sauce, and we really like this Mario Batali marinara. That's what we use. So we'll bring you back when we go to the next step. So these cook for about 10 minutes. They're not that thick, so you want to turn them over, and then they're going to go back in the oven for another about 8 minutes, and then we go to the next step of cooking. I'll continue turning and bring you back. Oven's at 400 degrees. Okay, it's out of the oven. So now we just take the bottle sauce and pour the bottle sauce over it all. Trying to do this and hold the camera, hold my phone. Okay, got everything nice and covered. You take some Parmigiano Reggiano, Give it a nice dusting. Oh baby. And then you take the mozzarella, you put the mozzarella cubes on the chicken. Not to waste your time, so you do that, put it back in the oven for another 12 to 14 minutes. Bring it back. Okay, here it is, hot out of the oven. Chicken Parmesan. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to eat dinner. Hope you enjoyed it. I know that I'm going to. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the little cooking lesson there. It's a favorite around the Bomberito household here. Excuse me. So I said I've been in a funk. And the funk is I made some decisions and I'm questioning all my decisions. And this is regarding my repair on my truck. 250,000 miles on it. And as you know, I've in the previous video, I've got the transmission pulled, and I was getting ready to replace the oil seal, and we'll stop the camera and I'll go over to there. But I'm really questioning what the heck I'm doing here. So let's go over there. We'll take a peek, and then we'll finish up with my bemoaning. Okay, well, we're back here at the back side of my engine, and what I have right there, this is the new seal that would be installed. And you can see they actually put a disc on it that puts it concentric with the back of the crankshaft. That's cool. And so I said, okay, how am I going to get this guy in? Well, the way this is set up, the tools you look at that are designed for this actually use these bolt holes. But Chevy redesigned this with this disc here to center up the seal. So now you have no access to those holes. So what I have installed there is my clutch aligning tool. It's a snap-on clutch aligning tool. And it has a expandable collet. So it's in the back of the crankshaft right now. And it's in there tight. And then the column, this piece slides forward and you tighten it with a knurled nut. And so that's what holds the disc on a clutch exchange. So my plan is, I've got a piece of aluminum here, and I'm going to go ahead and mill it out to act as a fixture to press the seal in. Piece of cake, not a problem. And kind of fun, I get to go do some machining. Well, okay, we're all looking at the back of this motor, right? We're all looking at the back of this motor. Look to your right a little bit. What looks obvious? So the other night I'm out here getting ready to get this seal out, and I started actually pulling the seal. And I've been doing some reading about these motors, and look at the right side of the back of the block here. There's where all the oil seepage is, right there. So when I was running the motor and with it up on the lift and looking at the leak, it was coming out of the starter. And so what I think what's gone on here is that the rear main seal is fine. Now it's douched because I started taking it out, so I'm going to have to replace it anyway. But I think, excuse me, I think I blew the gasket here on the back plate here. And that's where it was excessive crankcase pressure, 250,000 miles, lots of blow-by. And that's what is probably the problem here. So if we come back down to the transmission, you look at the back of the inside of the transmission, and it really hasn't thrown a lot of oil all over the place. So again, it looks like that's the issue, that it was possibly coming out by the starter. Coming back up over here. So I'm in a doldrums here. I've been talking to my buddy, and he was going like, "What are you doing? 250,000 miles. Throw a motor in it. Forget this. Get the transmission rebuilt, and go ahead and put some money into it and get it done." And that's where I'm stuck. I can't make a goddamn decision. 250,000 miles on a vehicle, and shut the light off there. But whether I keep on with this machine, this truck, or just say junk it and go buy something new. Okay, well, still Saturday evening. I can't make up my mind what I want to do. I've got my Corvette I can drive. I've got my old beater truck I can drive. I've got another Mercedes that's sitting there. It's been sitting for 5 years on a non-op that I could drive. Could go buy a vehicle. I don't know. I can't make a damn decision. But let's talk about Saturday today. Beautiful day here, San Francisco Bay. Went and played golf, and go give you a quick recap of my day today. Beautiful day. I think by the 4th hole, probably was just wearing a shirt, had shorts on. Fantastic day. Anyway, started off par, 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 par. Got to the 7th hole, 6th hole. Missed the green by a little bit. Small little chip. Missed the chip. 2-putt bogey. I'm pissed. Par the next hole. Go to the par 3 on the 8th and hit the green. Birdie putt. I make 15 bucks for that, and long putt at that point in time, make another 15 bucks if it holds. Go to number 9, hit a par 5, long par 5, hit a big drive, got a 5-iron to the green, hit it green side bunker, pin high. And so I get there, and there's one of the volunteer marshals, nice little guy, Ray. He sees me. "Hey, Chuck, what are you doing?" This is Ray. I says, "I'm even par right now. Never done that in my life on this front 9. Even par, and I'm in this bunker. And I've already gotten out earlier with a sandy par. I feel real confident." And he goes, "Whoa, well, I gotta watch you." And I said, No. I go, "Get the hell away from me." There goes my lights, my automatic lights. Go, "Get the hell away from me." I said, "You're a jinx. Go away." He goes, "No." He goes, "I got to watch you." And he drives the cart around so he can get a look at me. So what do? Hit out of that bunker into the bunker across the green. He drives away. Go from that bunker, hit it back into the bunker I just got out of. Then I hit it across the green again. Then I putt up, and then I actually sink a long putt for long putt money. Well, and I had a longer putt than I had on the previous hole. So I'm going, okay. Triple bogey, but so I finish up 2 over par on the front 9. I think I've done that once before. I'm excited. We go to the back 9, hit a great drive on another par 5. Now I got a choice: go to the green or lay up and play safe. I got to go to the green. Water on the right. So what do? Protect from the water, pull it hard left, get behind a tree, scull it over to another place, into another sand trap. Double bogey there. Go to the next hole, put it in the crap, double bogey there. Go to the next hole, I think I screwed my chip up, bogey. So what ended up in the day, shot an 84. 2 over on the front, and I played bogey golf on the back. I think that's what I did. Oh well, had a fun day. Won some money from my buddies, and we won drinks from the other team. So anyway, golf's a funny game. It's an easy game till you make it hard, and I'm very good at making it hard. So I get home, and beautiful afternoon. Take my dog Howie for a walk, and we get back, and he's panting, and I said, maybe Howie should go for a swim. So here's a little quick video of Howie going for a swim. Go. 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 Get it. Go. Well, hope you enjoyed Howie's little swim there, and I'm going to try to do a little machining in this video. Behind me, I've got a Powermatic Model 87 bandsaw, and my buddy up in Oregon, Blue Hands Video, he just bought one, and so I thought I'd do a little video to show him a couple of things. He bought his and he's waiting on an inverter for it, but he doesn't have any accessories, and so I thought I'd show him a couple things here. So hopefully we'll have a little machining in this video. Alright guys, thanks for listening to me commiserate with you, or my emotional tampon or whatever, but we'll be back. Well, this is my bandsaw here, and it's a 20-inch Powermatic. It's a metal cutting bandsaw, 2-speed, and it didn't come with the rip fence attachment here. And so I actually started fooling around building a rip fence some time ago, and I was going to make all the front pieces, and I actually wrote to Powermatic or wrote to somebody and tried to get dimensions and things. But somewhere on the web, I found this, and it's functioned very well. It's basically a push-pull bar clamp, and the bar clamp is just set down in some wood. You can see there's a slot there for the bar clamp, so I can spin this around and have a tall fence or a small fence, or short fence, I should say. And I got to tell you, it's worked really, really well. All you do is just squeeze on the handle, and it tightens up. And you have an instant fence. You can move it, you can measure, and it's worked really well. So I really have dropped. You just loosen it and pick it up. I've dropped any idea of trying to build a fence for the machine. Fences on bandsaws also, you have to understand that bandsaws have drift, and a lot of times just because you have a fence doesn't mean that it's going to follow the drift. The blade's going to work out of the line you're trying to cut. So you have to be careful with that. And you can notice sometimes when you're freehanding material, find something here. Just here's a piece of wood, but you look at this piece of wood and okay, it's square to the table right here. Well, you could end up pushing it through at that kind of an angle just for the drift of the blade, which that's something you have to understand what your machine is doing and the age of the blade and what's occurring there. Okay, so I thought I would share that for Mike, and the other issue, I still haven't finished my circle jig. I've done some prototypes on it, and maybe we'll try to do that tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. Well, it's Sunday afternoon. Getting healthier every day. Mine's a little clearer, so as you can see here on the table, I pulled the plate off the back of the block that holds the oil seal. And there's the oil seal that I pulled out. It sits in there. So to reassemble, I need to make a install tool that does two things. One, it sits on this bore and fits on the crankshaft. It fits on the actual back of the crankshaft to center this cover up. Then that same tool will install the seal on the back of the crankshaft. So did some measuring and got my dimensions, and walk you over here. Got a piece of Delrin, in the lathe, and I just faced it. So I will turn it now down to my outside diameter, and then I'm going to actually have to bore and put a recess in here. So be doing some machining here and give you a couple of views. I mean, it's basic turning. So okay, so we'll bring you back. Check a measurement. Well guys, picking back up, this is Monday evening, and I've got the OD of the unit, fits the cover very nice, and I don't have time to continue machining, and we're running on a deadline here to complete the video for tomorrow. Monday nights my wife and I play pool together as a team, and I'm gonna have to continue this on starting Tuesday. So I'm gonna make the tool that fits the cover here, and my goal is to try to have the truck running by the weekend. So thanks for watching, and appreciate all the feedback the other day about my limp universal joint. I wrote most of the comments back that I know that putting tape on the U-joint or rubber hose would stiffen it up, and I was just being a hardhead and knew that it should work and I can make it work, and I did. I fought, and so then I moaned. But anyway, thanks you again for watching. Thanks for subscriptions, and thanks for hanging in there with me. Hope you enjoyed the video tonight.